G'day. You'll probably recognise this bike if you're at this year's Throttle Roll in Sydney. It's Justin Chisholm's GT95. It's actually a Bolt C-Spec, and he's modified it as a bit of a nod to the very first motorcycle he ever owned, which was the old GT80 Yamaha. What Justin's done is taken the Bolt Cafe Racer custom concept and given it a twist of his own with a real personalised touch. But I'm going to leave Justin to tell you a little bit more about that while I take this bike for a spin.
The GT95 was a concept I've had for a while, throwing back to the history of me with Yamaha. My first bike was a GT80 and I'd been looking at a bike to do for some time, so I'd ridden the Bolt and I liked the Bolt, and then knowing the C-Spec was coming, I just thought what a great platform and something different, and I've done the paint scheme the same as the GT80 I had back in the late 70s, so that was the inspiration behind it. A lot of the things look like they're just bolted on, but there's been a lot of work to get there. Cobra air filter, but we've done a wrinkle finish onto the valve covers, Bassani upswept exhaust. We've fitted a set of Fox float shocks off a TTR 125. We've put 5.5-inch rims onto the back, XL rims, Rizoma reservoirs. Some of the bigger jobs, fitting the rear sets was a really tricky job to tap into the swing arm pivot bolt. We've had to mill a custom top triple clamp to take the GPR steering damper. We've modified the front forks internally, lower chin fairing, again a wider front wheel on the front, 17-inch rims front and rear. It's got a custom 320mm rotor on the front, which we had custom made, and we've made in-house a Brembo brake adapter, so it's got 4-pot Brembos on the front, but the hours and hours that have gone into the details is what makes it difficult.
Being based on a cruiser means the bike has a nice long reach to the bar from a gorgeous hand-stitched leather seat, but in contrast the rear set pegs and seating position is more like a race bike. It's not uncomfortable and actually feels like a historic race bike to ride. Changing the 19-inch front and 16-inch rear wheel for 17-inch front and back means it now handles nothing like a cruiser it's based on. It's not going to win a race up a twisty mountain road, but you'll look good doing it.
To read more about the GT95 and other custom cool bikes, grab AMCN magazine.